Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and today I'm going to talk about, someone coming back that, well, anyway, so we have this, um, you know, so anyway, when, someone can be, in a bad mood, but, it is what it is. So, let's say you have Buzz Lightyear, who, yes, he could be in a bad mood. One or two things. Why? Well, his visor, whatever you want to call it, was broken off, or maybe this one, it never came with it. I don't know if this was the same Buzz Lightyear that was being sold now at Big Lots or at Walmart. I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it's not. If it was, then someone had bought it, didn't want it, and then gave it to the Salvation Army or the Helpline, Lifeline, or Help Team, Helpland Team, Land Fighters. Well, what do you want to call it? So, he would be in a bad mood. Plus, he would also be in a bad mood, also knowing that we only got this one since we were too lazy to dig out the other one in the other chest that we put it in. Now, I know some of you folks out there are going to say, oh, well, Jordan, you're going to do this shit. No. Like, what shit am I going to do? Oh, well, you're not as cool or as community channel or followership, Fairway. I know I'm never going to be as cool as Natalie Tang. I know I'll never be as big as she is. And even though she stopped making films after February of 2017, wow, that was at least about 1-2 years ago, and I'm still making films, I'll never be as good as she is. I get that. I'm just a boring chunk of shit. Alright? But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop making my films, and it doesn't mean I'll never see. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been the one. But did you ever, wasn't for her, I don't think I would ever be doing what I'm doing. So anyway, and we all know this one thing, you always know someone who, in their mind, okay, I don't know, in their mind they don't think something. Oh, I don't know where I'm going with this. I mean, when someone when someone has a comeback, but they don't really know what the comeback is, and then they use all curse words, and some folks think that makes you not smart. Just like some folks believe that if you pick your nose, it makes you not smart. Well, maybe you're not smart because you can't think of anything good to say without throwing curse words around. But why Buzz Lightyear would be mad or irked is like this. Oh, so Jordan, you got me because you were too lazy and you wanted to, couldn't look in that fucking bin, where I was at. Yeah, well, no, it wasn't me. I'm not the one that was lazy of doing it. If you want to blame on someone, you can blame my godmother Xena if you want. Or blame it on Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley if you want. Don't blame it on me. I'm not the one that put you in that chest. Yeah. So apparently you could not get me at Big Lots one time. You couldn't get me at Walmart, but you did get me there. Look, are you going to be one of those fuckers out there? It's like going to get mad where they came from. Like, oh, well, you didn't get me from here or something. And did you break my fucking visor off of myself? No, I didn't break it off of you. You were like that when I bought you. Alright? Hell, I think you were made without it because I can't find... Actually, maybe you did get broken off. But that's how you got bought. That's how you were bought. Yeah, I think that maybe it was made that way, see? And of course, he had nothing good to say. You know. He had nothing good to say. He didn't have any good thing to come back. So what he did is he started throwing his beloved curse words around. And everyone's going to say that they make you tough. No, they don't make... Curse words don't make anyone tough. You know. They truly do not make anyone tough. They don't even make anyone strong. They make them look dumb and make them come off as if they don't have anything good to say, or they cannot say anything good, or they have nothing smart to say. You know what I mean? Smart to have nothing good to say. So no, they don't help anyone. You know, they bring them down. They don't help them. I don't care if someone claims they do or says, if someone says they do not. Alright? And these borrowed words are seeking, there you go again, these borrowed words are seeking to get out. But, you know, I may have flipped up and said them. I did not mean to say them. You gonna say, oh, you can't fly? Well, they are made out of clay, and you are a toy. Yeah, well, yeah, sure. No one believed that. Everybody kept telling me I cannot do it. And then I did it. So I guess you're going to be one of those ones to doubt that I can fly, right? Well, you know you are a toy and you don't have the skill or craft of flying. Alright, bitch, let me show you how it's done. I'll show you that I can fly. Ow! Yeah, I told you you weren't going to fly. It wasn't going to work. You don't have the tools. You don't have the skill or craft to fly. And even if you did, wakefulness would bring you down. You would have to fight against wakefulness, which at this point, you don't have anything to help you fly either. Now, let's be earnest about this. Sometimes I do curse. So that's how I know that my films are for grown-ups. My YouTube Fairway was made for grown-ups. All the films I made going back to 2013 YL were all made for grown-ups. All the live streams I've done were all made for grown-ups, and all these films too. And you're like, wait, when am I going to do a YouTube live stream again? I don't know. And I haven't been in a mood lately to do a YouTube live stream. And I really haven't had the time to do a YouTube live stream either. But I should do one these days. But then again, if I do it, am I going to get a lot of folks watching? Or am I just going to be making a live stream of a film and no one's going to be watching? You see, that's the downside of a YouTube live stream. I know someone's going to say, oh, Jordan, you should set it. You should tell everyone when you're going to make them. Yeah, I could do that, but if they're not on YouTube or they don't want to watch it, then it's not going to work. So I haven't had a lot of time to do a YouTube live stream. So it is what it is. But on some note, I do want to say how sad I am to, I do want to say that Buzz Lightyear should not be behaving this way. You don't tell me how I should or should not behave. I was in free Toy Stories or free Toy Sagas and Tales, since the word story is a French borrowed word. I went through a lot of shit, you know. You know. So, and you should be happy to know that I'm back. And one day I am going to be. And one day I'm going to be. I'm going to win the World Heavyweight winnings again. No, I'm going to win the Royal Rumble or the King Link, I guess. King Link. Loudness. Anyway, what does KINGIC spell? King Link, I believe. Right. And it's loudness. And I'm going to win that. You know. It is what it is. So I have to say to infinity and beyond. Well, first off, infinity is a French borrowed word, so it is what it is. Anyway, that's it. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.